Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing my unboxing for the SD Extander Gundam Barbatos Lupus. So here we have the latest in the SD Extander line, and it is another Gundam Barbatos. It's kind of interesting that in this line that seems to be quite selective in terms of its Gundams, basically going for kind of a lot of the most popular kind of designs. Mostly it's been Gundams, but we have had the Shinanju in there as well, in this line as well. But it's just interesting that we are getting a second different form of the Barbatos in this line when they could go for plenty of other very popular Gundam designs. It's very clear in this case that Bandai is just trying to cash in on the popularity of Iron-Blooded Orphans while it's still on TV. And the Iron-Blooded Orphans, the Gundam Barbatos Lupus here in this case, is probably their most popular design. So also, like they did with the previous Gundam Barbatos in the SD Extender line, they released the Gundam Barbatos in the Extender line and then the DX version in the BB Senshi line, which was basically the same kit with a whole bunch of extra stuff. And in this case, it's going to be the same thing. So we've got the Extender kit is just the base model with a couple accessories, and then the BB Senshi version is going to be the same kit just with a bunch more accessories and actually some separate vehicles and stuff too, which is pretty cool. But again, it just seems kind of like Bandai really just taking the low road on that case. But anyway, so standard SD Extender box art here on the front, and then you can see here on the bottom, this is number 14 in the line, so that's getting pretty high up there. Here on the side we've got a couple action shots there, what that's going to look like using the 200mm cannons, the sword mace on here as well. It's interesting they're doing a really good job of showing the sword mace, not showing the hollow side, but here on the Frankenstein weapon there, the sort of combining weapon, they have to show the hollow side just because of the way that is. But anyway, the sword mace is hollow on one side. So yeah, they did a good job of hiding that in these two images there. On the other side, just a couple more images there, front and back, what it's going to look like when it's all painted up. Obviously going to be a lot of stickers here. 600 yen for the price for that. The price has been standard for all of these kits. We do get some fairly good color separation there. 4 different colors here on the A runner. Big sticker sheet. And then some polycaps and a whole bunch of white parts there. All pretty much as to be expected. So actually, I think the color separation won't be too bad on this kit, but we did see there is a lot of stickers there, so we'll have to see in the review. So here's what the kit is going to look like, again, when it's all painted. You can see it's going to be looking pretty nice, a pretty cool SD representation of the Gundam Barbatos Lupus, I think. Again, a lot of mixed reviews for the SD Extender line, mostly kind of leaning towards the negative side. I'm fine with it. Then again, I haven't painted one yet, so I don't know. Here's just our Frankenstein weapons. One thing you can do is just combine the backpack, the 200mm cannons onto the sword mace and make a kind of sword mace cannon thing. And then you can also put the V-fin on the sword mace to make a V-fin sword mace, and then your Gundam doesn't have a V-fin, so it's going to look really strange, so it's kind of odd. But anyway, on the inside, we get this nice big spread here, just more promo images. Again, pretty much all the same stuff we saw on the outside of the box, but here we can see those weapons in use there with the HG 144 scale Gundam Barbatos Lupus. More action shots there. Paint guide here at the bottom. Again, everything is all in English and Japanese, so that's nice. We have all of that there. Nice big English there as well too. Again, just promo images here. For our parts list, just got the 2 runners and then polycaps and stickers all laid out there. For the construction, we're going to be building the head first, and then the body, and then the arms, left arm, right arm. And so you're going to have white stickers there for the Tekkadan logo on red plastic, it looks like. Then here on the feet, legs, then the waist, and finishing up the upper body, putting that all together. And then the weapons here. So let's get a look at the runners. So again, here is that foil sticker sheet. Obviously quite a lot of these going to be going around different places on the Gundam. Some are very easily recognizable, like those shapes there on the knees. These are probably going on the sides of the torso. A bunch of gold parts for all the vents, eyes, and things like that. Red parts probably going on the feet, all of that. PC303 for our standard polycap runner for these SD kits in that kind of standard Barbatos inner frame brownish gray color. And a pretty nice A runner here in terms of the color separation. We haven't really seen a whole lot of this with the SDX standard line of the runners being with like one runner with 4 different colors on it. I think this is the first time we've seen that. So we have the one yellow part here for the V-fin, one blue part there for the front of the chest, 3 red parts there for the shoulders and the face, and then some gray parts here for the main torso part or the back of it, hands, tops of the cannons, and the sword mace there. Actually, taking a closer look at that, that's not the top of the 200mm cannons, that's the whole 200mm cannon, so those are just going to be all one piece connected there on the arm. And also, just to point out, the runner marking is SD Gundam Barbatos Lupus, so it doesn't say anything about the SDEX or anything on here, it's just SD Gundam Barbatos Lupus. And then runner B here, obviously all of our white parts for arms, legs, head, and all of that. So that's it for unboxing the SD Gundam Barbatos Lupus. Just really simple, new release in the SDX standard line. If you've seen any of the past 1 through 13 reviews of these kits that I've done, it should be very standard in line with those other kits. So we'll take a look at their review coming up next, and then it won't be long until we have the SD BB Senshi version out. That actually might be out by the time you're seeing this video. I'm not quite sure at the moment, but yeah, we'll take a look at that review as well. So in the meantime, I'll get this snapped up and then I'll come back with the review for you guys. If you have any other questions or comments, leave those down below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.